Welcome to this lesson on simple linear regression inference. Specifically, we are going to focus on testing the slope. The core question we want to answer is there a statistically significant linear relationship between two variables? To answer this, we need to understand the hypothesis test for the population slope, often denoted as beta. Before we dive into the test, it is crucial to distinguish between the population and the sample. Beta is the slope of the regression line for the entire population. In most real-world scenarios, this is unknown. What we do have is b, the slope calculated from our sample data. We use this sample slope, b, to estimate the true population slope beta. Every hypothesis test starts with two claims. The null hypothesis, h0, states that beta equals 0. This implies there is no linear relationship between x and y. Changing x has no effect on y. The alternative hypothesis, HA, states that beta is not equal to 0, meaning a linear relationship does exist. Note that for one-sided tests, the alternative could be greater than or less than 0. Let's visualize what the null hypothesis looks like. If beta is 0, the regression line is flat or horizontal. This means that as you move along the x-axis, the average value of y does not change. There is no correlation, and knowing x gives you no predictive power for y beyond the simple average. On the other hand, here is what the alternative hypothesis looks like. If beta is not 0, the line is sloped. In this example, we see a positive slope. As x increases, y increases as well. This indicates that there is a linear relationship, and the variable x is useful for predicting y. We cannot just run a test on any data. We must ensure 5 conditions are met, remembered by the acronym LINER. L is for linearity, the data should look linear. I is for independence of observations. N is for normality, residuals should be normally distributed. E is for equal variance, the spread of residuals should be consistent. And R is for random, the data must come from a random sample. Once conditions are met, we calculate the t-statistic. The formula takes our sample slope, b, subtracts the hypothesized slope beta0, which is 0, and divides by the standard error of the slope. This tells us how many standard errors our sample slope is away from 0. We use n-2 degrees of freedom. The standard error of the slope, SE sub b, describes the variability of the sample slope. Intuitively, the error is higher if the data points are very scattered around the line. Conversely, the error is lower if we have a larger sample size or if our x values are spread out over a wider range. Finally, we look at the p-value associated with our t-statistic. If the p-value is small, typically less than 0.05, we reject the null hypothesis and conclude there is a linear relationship. If the p-value is large, we fail to reject the null hypothesis. We do not have enough evidence to say that x affects y. To summarize, testing h0 where beta equals 0 is how we formally check for a linear relationship. We rely on the sample slope, b, to infer truths about the population slope beta. Always check your LINER assumptions first, calculate the t-statistic, and use the p-value to draw your final conclusion.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.